Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're looking at creating a map that plots data in Microsoft Excel. Now, the first thing you're going to need for your map is your data, and in this case I want to use the population of Australia, and so I've gone to ChatGPT and asked for the data. So I asked it to give me a list of the states and territories of Australia with their respective populations. I did remind it to use a dash and not an M dash. It's just going to be a little bit easier to bring in the data if it has a dash there. I could also have asked it to use a comma. I'm going to select over all my data, right click and copy it, and then we'll go to our Excel worksheet, which I have here. I'm going to select the second cell in column A, and I'm just going to click paste. So what has happened here is that Excel has inserted the data, and each piece of data is in a separate cell, but the state name and the population are together. We need to split those apart. I'm just going to select over this, and I'm going to use the data splitting tool in Excel. So I'll click on data and I'll go here to text to columns. Now we've got delimited data. The New South Wales is separated from the population by a dash. That's called delimited data. So I'm going to click on next, and now I need to tell how it's delimited. Quite commonly it will be comma separated, but not in our case, it's a dash. So we'll go down to other, and I'm just going to type in a dash here. And we can check that everything's worked because now we have down here 2 columns of data. So you can sort of preview your data and see how it all looks. And that's exactly how I want it to be split up. So I'll just click on next and then finish. And the data has been automatically split into these 2 columns. And you'll see the dash has been deleted because it's no longer needed. It was just a separator. It's not actually part of the data. Now, before you create any chart, you should just make sure that your data is recognized by Excel. So we're going to select over the state and territory names, and we're going back to our data tab here and going into this geography data type. So I'm just going to click on that, and Excel is going to go and peg this data to a certain location, and I just want to make sure that in particular Victoria is being pegged to Australia because it is a place that might exist in other locations in the world. But when I click on the little map here, you can see that this is being identified as Victoria, Australia. If it hadn't been, I would probably come back in here, retype it, and this time put Victoria, Australia, and see if that solved the problem. But my data looks like it's been correctly recognized. So I'm going to put in titles for each of these columns. And then to create our map, I'm going to select over the data, the state names and the population and my headings. I'm going to insert, and over here is a special map data type. So I'm going to click on that and then click on filled map and wait a little minute while Excel recognizes that this is Australia and it goes and gets the map for me. That's pretty important. So you can see that population has been picked up here as the thing that is being represented in this chart, and the colors of the states show how high their population is, with the darkest being the highest population and the lightest being the smallest population. For the chart title, we can either remove it entirely or we can type over it. I'm going to do that. Now, there are certain things that you can do with charts. Obviously, if you hold your mouse over any of these states, it will show you what the state name is and the value for that. If you click on the chart, there is accessible tools here, such as the chart title and the legend. So you could turn the legend off if you wanted to, but I would encourage you to leave it in because it is actually meaningful. If we go here to the flyout arrow, we can position the legend wherever we want it. I'd like it back over on the right here. Whether you can use data labels or not is going to depend a little bit on your data. In this case, data labels is going to work for me. So I'm going to click on it to select it, and then I'm going to click on the arrow and choose more data labels so we can specify what we see here. At the moment it's the population, but we could also ask for the category name. That would give us the state name and the value. And we could do a separator for a new line. So we have the state name and then the population. Now, some of these are not going to fit very well, but you could come here and just decrease the size of them until they do fit. You may also need to change some individuals so that you can actually see the data. I'm going to put Victoria and New South Wales here in white. So I'm just changing the text color here for the states that have darker colors representing the population so that we can actually see the state name and the population here. Tasmania seems to have lost everything here. It just isn't going to fit. Now you can also select the chart, right click and choose Format Data Series, which will give you access to the data series. We've got everything working pretty well here right now. We've got just the chart that we wanted. You could choose how the map labels are going to be shown, but I think I've got probably as good as I'm going to be able to get. With series color, you can change the colors that the data is plotted using. So for example, if you wanted to go for a green to a blue, you could do that just by selecting different colors for the lowest value and the highest value. These maps are dynamic, so if the data was incorrect, you could just change the data and the map would change automatically. So I'm just going to give South Australia, for example, an extra few million people. So let's change the 1 here to 5. And when I do that, you'll see that South Australia changes colour because the population is higher, and so it needs to be coloured a darker colour because of the legend that's showing the population values. Let's just put it back to where it should be. These maps are powered by Bing, and if they're accessible to you, they're a nice, easy way of plotting data in Microsoft Excel. You can do them comparing countries, you can do them comparing states or regions within a particular country. If you want to drill down to, for example, counties in a state in the US, you can do that. So there are lots of options for creating these charts depending on what it is you want to show to your audience. And of course, ChatGPT is a good source of data if you're looking for things such as population data or GDP or area data that is fairly readily available. Now, finally, one of the things that's really helpful with these charts is that if you want to create your chart in Excel and use it, for example, somewhere else, you can save this as a picture. What you'll do is just select on the chart itself, right click and choose Save as Picture. And this will allow you to save the image as a PNG file or a JPG file, whatever it is that you want to save it as, directly out of Excel, and so that would then be able to be inserted into another application. But of course it wouldn't be live, it would just be a picture of the chart. If you like carefully researched content like this, clearly presented in a step-by-step format so that you can get great results every time, then you'll love my other YouTube videos. So give this video a thumbs up and click to subscribe to the channel. And on the screen now, you'll see a video that I've handpicked for you to watch next.